Hello and welcome to my channel, and this is day 26 of the Spring to It / VEDA Videoathon. We're almost through, and today's prompt is the Spring to It tag. The Spring to It tag was created by one of the co-hosts of this Videoathon, Serenity Dawn, from this channel, The Story, and I really found these questions to be very interesting and thought-provoking. So let's get to the questions, because I think there's quite a few of them, and I have quite a few answers for you guys. So the first question or prompt is A New Beginnings, a book about a fresh start or journey. And I'm gonna have to go with The Scars I Bear by the Bay #2 by J.L. Berg. And this book is about a amputee that has went through some trauma, and he has to find his way in life again, because the amputation that he ends up having is sort of detrimental to his actual business and his life, and it really throws him for a loop, and he has to find his way back. He lives on an island, or a small island off the coast of North Carolina. Yes, and it's a small community. So when his rehab nurse happens to move down to the island as well, things start to, I guess, progress, and some secrets are told and secrets are found out, things are, you know, rediscovered, and it's just a really beautiful story, but it's all about the journey of finding your place in life for both parties. The next prompt is Eureka! A book that motivates or inspires you. And I'm going to have to go with Dear Life by Megan Quinn. This story revolves around 4 individuals who all have traumatic events that happen in their lives. Traumatic events that happen in their lives. And they all have to overcome it. They all happen to do this by going to the same sort of support group, and it is just such a moving book, and it actually gives you different ways, if you can relate to any one of their 4 stories, on how to overcome that obstacle in your life. I like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it. An activity that helps you spring into action. So obviously you guys can tell I like music. And yeah, I like to sing the music, I like to dance to music. I can be in my car when my jam comes on and I'm like, what? Get it, get it, get it. And it can always get me into the best of moods, even if I'm in the worst of moods. Music, music, music. Always music. Gotta love the music. Okay, quid pro quo. A quote that helped me realize something about myself, or really struck a chord with me, and I have 2 of them, and I'm gonna have to go with Prove Your Existence, which is pretty much the main theme of Dear Life by Megan Quinn, and also There's Something Epic That Happens Every Day If You Look Hard Enough for It. And every day is a chance to go out there and do epic. And that was a direct quote from the book Gus by Kim Holden. Reach for the skies! Woo. A character that grows. And I'm actually going to have to go with 2 characters, and that's going to be Matt and Tinley from Return to Us by Christy Pastore. These 2, this whole entire story is about their marriage, about their relationship, and what it really takes to have a marriage in the spotlight. Because both of them have some sort of connection to the entertainment world, and I just really enjoyed the story and how they grew as individuals, and how they found themselves as a couple as well. Busy Bee, a character that is always busy working or doing something. So the character I'm going to go with is Sawyer Carlyle from The Negotiator, Harbor City #1 by Avery Flynn. I mean, pretty much this entire book is about him being a workaholic, and he hires Clover to be the buffer against his mother, who is trying to marry him off and thinks that he is working too hard. Hello? I mean, what else can I say about that, right? He's a worker bee. He's a workaholic. Grow and grow and grow. A book series that I wish had a companion or another book. And I actually had to go with a series that I absolutely love that has grown over the years. So I think it's grown to its growth or its point of being mature at this point, and that is the Consequences series by Alethea Roman. There is a possibility for check-ins because there are two individuals that we don't necessarily have stories for, and then there's a bunch of other characters that we don't have stories for as well. So technically we could continue to grow this series and just have check-ins with Tony and Claire, but at this point we're up to, I believe it's 6, maybe 7 books that you don't necessarily, well, 5 of them you do have to read, and it's 6. So 5 of them you do have to read in order, and then the 6th one is a standalone book. But it's good to read the other 5 books before you try and read that one, because then you're sort of lost. But it also gives the mixed feelings of the series. At least it was for me. The More You Know. A book that taught me something. A book that taught me something was Foul Language, Welcome to Parenting by Brian Gordon. And the reason I picked this cute, super fast graphic novel is because, you know what, as a parent, you always question yourself. You're always like, am I doing the right thing for my child? Was that the right answer to give them? Did I make the right decision? Why is my kid at the door while I'm trying to go to the bathroom? Well, you know what? This cute graphic novel shows you that you are not alone as a parent, and all parents go through the things that happen in the book, and it's funny, and it just gives this lighter side to parenting. So cute. So, so very cute. Change is a good thing. Share the links for my first video and my most recent video posted. So my very first video is going to be linked down in the description box. Also, I'll put it in the card up there. But my very first video was a book review for Fear 1 through 3. It's 3 different books by Amory Avant. And you guys can watch it if you like. It's and get all nice and cringy and things like that. I should probably take it down, but I leave it up because it's a very interesting book. It's a interracial book. It was made out into a series, and it was very interesting because I want to say this is probably like one of my very first arcs that I ever got, and or I wouldn't even say it was an arc because I believe the story was actually, or the book was already out, and then the subsequent books, so book number 2 and book number 3 came out, and the author was just like, you know, hey, it's about to release, you want a copy of it, or somehow or another I got my hands on it and was like, okay, I'll read it. And I did, and I did a review, but that was my very first video for this channel. And then my most recent is obviously Day 25's video, Spring to It video that I released yesterday, and that is my most favorite obscure reads. Defy the Odds, a book that fits or could be classified into more than one genre, and I have so many that I could pick, so very many, but my most recent one that I am going to name off is the new Camelot series by Sierra Simone. This one can fit into thriller, into women's fiction, into erotic, into mystery, into so many different little subgenres of BDSM, of M&M, of Menage, of, oh my, it just goes on and on and on and on. So many places that this series can fit. So many. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. 3 books that I want to read and or goals that I want to complete or accomplish this year. So I really, really, really want to read this beautiful, beautiful book right here, Beauty in the Ashes by Macaulay Smeltzer. I named it off in a couple of videos already, and I really need to push myself to read this book this year. Yes, it's gorgeous, and I need to read it, and I haven't. The goal I want to complete, or goals, other things that go with this question, is that I really want to push myself to complete the Genre-athon challenge that I'm proposing for myself this year in my 2018 goals, reading goals. And what it is that every single month I have chosen a category, or a category was chosen of book to read. So this month, in the month of April, it's action and adventure. And the two books that I've tried to read for Genre-athon have tanked. I DNF'd them and they were absolutely horrible for me. So I'm on the lookout for action and adventure books. I think I have one, and I'm going to try and listen to it in audiobook form and hopefully get it done by the end of the month. And then finally, I really need to catch up on my watching the subscriptions of you guys, of the videos you guys put out. I mean, I kind of need to do that. I want to stay up on your channels. Yes. And then finally, I'm going to pay it forward. Here comes some paying forward. I'm going to tag, or I'm going to list off 5 different, actually it's more than that, YouTubers that you guys should go check out, because they motivate me and give me recommendations. And I think you guys, if you're looking for these type of books that they're into, go check out their channels, subscribe to them, help them out. You know, I mean, yeah. So the first one I'm going to go with is Books Like Whoa. She is into mysteries and adult fiction. Enjoy her channel. I mean, if I want a mystery, I'm going there. Next is Brews and Reviews. They are one of the co-hosts of this Spring to It Videoathon, so I just started watching them, and their videos are super interesting. They're a pair, and I have been really interested because obviously they're international based upon their accents. I'm not exactly sure where, but I'm thinking Europe, maybe Ireland or Scotland or something like that. Maybe even British. Not exactly sure. UK, however I can't classify, but over there in Europe. And they do some movie adaptation thoughts and things like that. So I was scrolling through their videos and found that there's quite a few videos I want to watch of theirs. Next is Christina's Bookshelf, and she does an amazing job of doing LGBT rep and books and recommendations. If I ever need anything in that category, that's where I'm going to get my recommendations. Next is the novel Lush, and that is my girl for urban fiction. Yes, urban fantasy, urban fiction, all that jazz. That's my girl for that right there. The Nappy Bookish Babe, and she is mostly, or that I've seen, is mostly into the YA and all the trending books. I love hearing her thoughts on books that I don't necessarily enjoy, but her realness is off the chain, and I do enjoy listening to her talk. Next is, I'm gonna botch this name up, but it is Cortagonist. And she is all about the cozy mysteries. And I found out that a cozy mystery is something that is not necessarily like gory or anything like that, but just sort of fun and has a mystery to it. And she's given me some good recommendations, and I'm looking forward to jumping into those. And then finally, Books Are My Heart. And she is another romance booktuber that I have come to super enjoy and find interesting. She's also a PhD student in like the romance I believe that's how it's said, or what have you. So her level of romance critiquing is off the chain. I mean, she schools me. She like learns me and teaches me, and I'm just like, when I watch her, I'm just like, oh, you're just so philosophical. Yes, 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 yes. So that is the Spring to It Videoathon Spring to It tag, and I just botched up that whole name, but if you've done this tag, if you've done today for Spring to It, please let me know down in the comments. I would love to go check out your videos. As I said, one of the goals that I'm trying to get to is watch more videos that I'm subscribed to. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Also, there is a feedback form down in the description box so you guys can help me improve my channel. Thank you for watching, and we will see you guys tomorrow.